It is?
Yeah. No, it's live. Yeah.
Just get my angle, bro.
Yep. Get your angle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure, man.
Sherman?
Sherman.
Richard?
No. P. Sherman, Wallaby Way.
Oh, I was thinking like the football player.
I was thinking Nemo.
Yep.
Good day, everyone, and welcome. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We would like to come on yesterday and done this guy and kind of filled you guys on what was happening. However, I left my house and did not have my phone.
You left your house?
I left my house without my phone.
Oh, okay.
Which I should have picked up on because CarPlay immediately connects to it. And it was one of those mornings, man. It was Monday. I don't,
You
know,
just like
my head
autopilot.
Autopilot.
Wow.
And I got far enough down the road to where I'd crossed the halfway point. That's how far, and I was like, because I've left before and I've turned around, like I get out onto Belcher.
I would have done that.
But I was already out on 19 halfway
Even if
here.
I was like right here pulling in. I'm like, oh.
I didn't care. So anyways, because of that, we didn't get to show you stage one of this GMC.
There you go.
Which one is this? This is the
Sierra.
Yeah, this is the AT4. It has a Bose system. This is 2025. A couple things to note. We're gonna walk you through this so that if you're working on a 2025, you'll know. But let's kind of dig into this. So 2025s have a new dash because they have a 12-point whatever size screen in there. It's a beautiful looking screen. However, it does change how the truck sees things. So this is the dash here. So they changed all of this. So in the past, this speaker was this weird shape right here, and it was a 2-inch. It was angled like this. It was whatever. They did away with that angle. It's still the same 2-inch. However, they do give you you can put a 3.5-inch coaxial in there with some modification, which we'll take a look at. So you do have to wallow out the hole to make it bigger, and you have to create new screw down points. Oh geez, wow, I got like the hiccups. Anyways, you have to create new screw down points. And so for that, what we came up with is this piece here. So this piece here is actually designed to sit on top of the speaker because the speaker is actually kind of tall, which is nice. And if I can find where Fernando put the speakers, so this is the 2.5. So if you have a 2.5, the 2.5 will drop right in just like this. No big deal. We don't want to use 2.5. We wanted to use the C3 Kenwood. And so, as you can see, it's kind of tall, which is nice. That helps us. And because of that, we were able to make a bracket. But the first thing was to understand that this one was going to have to move. So this is the size of our 3.5 here, and this is the size of our 2.5. As you can see, it's a little bigger. And so what we ended up doing is this was a top piece. So we created this piece here, and this sits on top of our 3.5, just like this, because we want to line up the hole in the dash with our speaker. So if this was a 3.5, it would sit on it like this, and the tweeter was right here, and that allowed us to basically create a fast ring per se, but out of plastic. So this is 3D printed. This is the prototype. So we made it out of cardboard first just to see how it was going to look, get all the measurements correct. So this was lasered. And then we took those measurements over to the 3D printer because I wanted something that was a little bit more shape to it. And we had to play with the thicknesses in order to get the optimum amount of travel for the cone, this part here, and line this up with that. And so we were able to do that. And these took about an hour to print, both of them, which was nice. So this was a prototype. So this is actually pretty thin. We wanted this to print pretty quick so we could just test it and see. We made some changes to this. Like I said, the thicknesses. Okay, so that allowed us to put the 3.5 into the door. Now the 6x9, as far as that goes, was super easy. Kenwood gives you the 6x9 bracket. It's the same as the previous Chevy, so that just goes right in. And then we use the 175s, X175s in the rear doors. Those come with the brackets, right, Fernando?
Yes. Which ones?
The Exelons for the rear doors?
Yes.
So,
That's the bracket.
yeah, so the brackets are included with the 6x9s, with the new 6.5, so they'll just go right in, no problem. The one thing that, what's that?
They always came with the brackets, but the brackets were not.
They sucked. The 174 brackets
not
sucked.
The right size. These ones actually are the right.
So the 175 has a new bracket system, which is way nice. So the one thing that the 6.5s don't give you, that the 6x9s do, is the foam.
Yeah.
So when you buy the 6903, 6902, you get the fast rings, you get all the gasket material that you'll need in order to put them in the car. Mm-hmm. Now, yesterday we took those off. We did some sound treatment. We did them. So there's really nothing to see right now other than to say that they went in really straightforward.
Fantastic, yeah.
And it was super easy. And since we're on this side of the car, this is also a really good place to put the bass knob. If you have all of this, did you have to trim anything behind this?
No.
So
if you put your fingers over here.
Yes, just like this.
Just like that, exactly. You can feel it. Don't put it here, because if you're trying to put it here, you definitely need to cut.
Yeah. So this is a great place if you're trying to
regular bass knobs.
Have to do a bunch of modifications. So anyways, this is the Arc Audio bass knob. Dean, have y'all ever sold a pair of Kenwood XR 1703 HRs? I honestly don't know. I don't know which ones those are. Mm-hmm. The 1703, I don't remember which ones those are. Hold on. I wonder if it's that weird set. You have my curiosity though, so I will look. Hang on. KFC-XR 1703 HR. Yeah, it is those weird ones.
Which ones?
It's the weird ones with the copper piece in the center that look really cool.
Oh, the high res.
If you need a set, we have 3 in stock. So if you need a set of the 1703 HRs, we got 3. Yeah, so we got 3 of them still in stock, brand new, never been touched, virgin. So yeah, give Paul a call. He'll be happy to give you a deal on those. So we got them. They're fantastic speakers. They just didn't work well here in the American market.
Shallow.
They're everything.
Yeah,
they're just super efficient speakers. Yeah. They only had a power handle like 45 watts, so everyone freaked out. It was like, they don't have big passive crossovers, so that's why they don't have giant power handlings. Okay. Here's the
high res.
But they have high res. I have 2 sets already. You need 3.
Yeah.
So do I. Who doesn't? Anyways. Okay, so here is the X2 808 DSP amplifier. So this is the little big brother of the Blackbird. So all the things we love about the Blackbird, just in an X2 line with a little less power and a substantial price difference. This is much cheaper. This is hooked up via Toslink. So we have all our speaker wires and stuff going this way. So channels 1 and 2 are so to back up a little bit, this is a Bose system in this car. And so it's a 7-channel amplifier from the factory. So you have the dash speakers, the front door speakers, and the rear door speakers plus sub. So this is running the same thing. 1 and 2 are on the dash speakers, 3 and 4 are on the front door speakers, 5 and 6 are on the rear door speakers, and 7 and 8 is bridged to a set of Stinger. It's in the Stinger box, audio control subs, all set and ready to go, fiberglass underneath the seat, fits like a dream. You can keep your jack, stays, it's ported on that side, which I'll show you when we go over that side of the car. But you don't have to remove the jack, so this just goes right in. There again, Rhino line, fiberglass, this thing bangs. And yes, it'll be powered off of the 7-8 channels of these. Amp Pro. All right, so back to this for a second. So this amp rack here, this is CNC'd. So we cut this out on the CNC, all set, ready to go. Bend these, life is great. So that's all set. Now, behind this is one of these things, air vents. Now, the reason why we put this here is because there's a pocket that goes here from the factory, and we remove the pocket, so you'll be able to in the back seat here, we can open this and we can get to the amplifier. So it's real easy to pull that piece apart. There's some trail. This piece gets cut and comes off, and then you unscrew the pocket, and then it unclips. You screw it back in. You have to add one zip tie right here. This is a factory zip tie, mind you. We add one zip tie right here, and this allows us to put our amplifiers behind the seat. We fit quite a few behind there. Now in the 2025s, those of you who have done this back seat before, you'll be happy to know that the clips that you have to get out on the top, there is no longer one here. There's just one on this side and one on this side. That's it. And they're harder to get to, but there's only two of them now. So that's a nice thing there. So anyways, that's the back seat. Bass knob runs up this side of the car. Everything else goes over to the Amp Pro. The Amp Pro that's located right here. Let's go over there and we'll take a look at the Amp Pro. Oh, you know what I was talking about before we got to that? We were talking about the vent. The vent, because we cover the vent with the amplifier. And you do need to keep at least one of them. This is the vent here. These just pop right out. So this can easily go back in if it needs to. It just got clips and it just twists right out. No big deal. And what it gets covered with is this piece right here. So this is our cover for it. So we make this, the CNC out, drops right into place. And then we put a piece of sound treatment over it to seal it up. We also put a gasket material all along here. This is steel. So unlike the F-150s, this will rust. So we're not putting any screws through it. It's just going to be stuck because I don't want it to rust or do anything stupid. So this just gets stuck into place, and then sound treatment goes over it to water it up along with the gasket. So this is that. And there again, CNC cut that out, designed that, did that earlier.
Somebody opened the door?
Yeah, and then they left, thank God. He's finishing up on the power wire now. It's going up this side of the car. Nah, plug them. Don't want to plug them up. Did you guys hear Wavetex Thin Pro? No, I have not heard those yet. Everyone tells me they sound great though. You guys sell those, right? Oh, you're funny. All right, so this is the Amp Pro amp rack or mounting rack that we made. One of the things that's always bothered me about this is trying to find a place to put these. So we've made some before. I've never enjoyed them. I've never liked them. And this allowed us to come up with a little bit better design. There again, scanned the Bose amp and changed it just a little bit, made it a little bit longer, filled in this area down here that it didn't have before. And that gave us the ability to mount this down low. It is a Toslink hookup, so we didn't have to worry about the RCAs. If this was an RCA, we would have to change it a little bit because this bolt is right here where the RCAs are. And then the other thing too is that these are all attached to this. So this is in the order that the factory amp is in. So these all now just plug in, and we didn't have to do anything extra to this harness, so it keeps it nice and factory looking as far as all the excess goes. Toslink cables here, bundled up nice and safe. Loops, big loops. Use butyl rope around my delete. Yeah, there you go. That'll work, Bobby. That's a good idea. But yeah, so there's that. Okay, so this bolts into place. The wiring comes over from here. Does this, good to go. We made connection points for it right here. So if we need to take out this or we need to take out that, then we can do it simply by unplugging these three connection points here. That is Clean Wire Club eligible. Thanks, Frank. Now, the thing that we ran into is our good friend Brian Mitchell has a 2025 Sierra or Silverado. He has a GMC Silverado, and he noticed that there was a problem with his pack Amp Pro, and so it puts out, according to Fernando, who did some more validation, it puts out a 780 hertz.
From the 700 to the 780 hertz.
Yeah, it just puts out a random noise that just sits there and looks stupid. And so the problem with that is you can't get rid of it. And okay, I'm trying to balance my phone here. And when they validated it, they didn't do an RTA check. So we hooked up the IRTA2 this morning to test it out and see what was up. And so now, whoa. Well, you put it at a 6th octave? All right, we're gonna go to 24. Hey, do you want to fire this thing up and we'll test it again?
You have a lighter?
No, but I have the RTA and it's hooked up.
Oh.
So, and we'll show you guys. Work is all right, pretty good at best. Sarcasm. I totally understand. Yeah, I'm hooked up, so we should be able to see what's gonna happen. Do this, do that. Oh wow, yeah, okay. Let's go to 1/12 octave. Oh yeah, perfect.
It's gone?
Yeah, it's gone. Okay, so IRTA2, what we have going on here, let me kind of explain it, break it down. So it's plugged into the RCA output here, okay? And that RCA output then comes into this, and that's the door chime. So your door chime is active. You can tell that because it's breathing. So if you shut the door, that'll go away. But what we're doing is we're checking for any random noise that's going to happen. See, as slowly the door chime is going bye-bye. Yeah, and there we go. No more door chime. And so this is what we're looking for. And we can go crazy. We can go with this. We can make this really narrow. And of course, we're freaking it out. And so what we're looking for is we want to see what it's doing to our factory signal. He's turning it up. So we can get some noise there. But we can check this and we can see what is happening. Now we can also go to the output of the amplifier because the amplifier has 4 channels of output. So after we come out of this, so this is telling us that the sound is coming out of this through the RCA. We could also put in a Toslink to RCA adapter and make sure this is doing what we want. We can also, because we're just feeding Toslink into that amplifier, once we've set that amplifier up, see, no giant 1000 hertz or 700 and whatever, we can come out of the amplifier there and we can see what is happening here. And the reason why this is important is we hear a lot of people talk about, as they turn the volume up, things start to go bad, things don't. Open up my gauge cluster and remove the dinger. Then again, I have, oh, well, you have a Corolla. It's okay. Anyways, installers will talk about, oh, when I go past this volume, it sounds like crap. And there again, if it's an SB amplifier and you have a crappy amplifier, probably will. Or improperly loaded. There's a bunch of reasons. We don't need to get into that. But 90% of the time, you can check the signal with the RTA and we can see what is happening.
Balance and balance.
Ooh, yeah.
Big word.
We can see what's going on. And the reason why we even know this exists is because Brian calls me up and he says, I think there's something wrong with your IRTA2. And I was like, I doubt it. And because he was getting this random noise. And then we found out it wasn't that. It was because why would it have it? Because I'm going, dude, that doesn't even make sense. So this morning when we came in, we tested ours. Now, if you do have a 2025 and you do have the Amp Pro GM71, there is an update for it, as you can see, because ours doesn't have it now. And all you have to do is call and get it. They are waiting for validation on it. So after today, hopefully we'll do all the testing that we need so that they will put it up as a downloadable option. We just, at the time, we haven't turned this on yet to see what it's doing. So we talk about this all the time, having an electrical RTA and
the magic box
and the benefits of it. Everything that you do in audio is sound. You need to be able to see it for when things go sideways. And it's funny because Brian goes, dude, there's a whole forum now and like a whole thread on Facebook about people complaining about this. And I go, well, yeah, it's outrageous. It's crazy. But these things happen. It's okay. It's not PAC's fault. It's just what things that happen. They fixed it in like 3 days, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But we have to promote the boring life more. I'm trying. So anyways, having an electrical RTA so that you can go in and see what is happening makes a lot of sense. And in this case, we can see this is pretty nice. We're good there. We don't have anything to worry about. We'll be able to take this into the amplifier, which it is now, and we'll get a great signal, and everything will be wonderful. So, okay, just to promote the boring life of Dean and Haley. If you're a dad and you have a daughter and you wish you were closer to them, wish you had a better relationship with your kids, my daughter and I do a podcast every Sunday night where we sit back, relax, and do father-daughter, our live conversations, and we talk about what she's doing in her life. She's 26 now. She's a shrink. It makes things interesting.
That's just crazy.
I know.
26
and a shrink. She also deals with kids, so it is a lot of fun. Question: What double din speakers and amp you recommend for a crew cab 2006 GMC Sierra?
What double din radio?
I'm thinking there's a comma. Yeah. I get it. So there again, it's a 2006. I understand what you're getting at. For something like that, reality is you could pick Kenwood all across the board and fill every box. I would look at the Exelon stuff. If you're like, I would still go with the Kenwood radio. Maybe check out the Kicker stuff, because Kicker KS, they have some really nice stuff. It just depends on your budget and what you're trying to do.
There you go.
But those are two very budget-friendly ideas. So that's a whole list. It is a whole list. Okay. Just trying to think what we've missed here. You can turn it off.
That's it?
Yep. Now, as you notice, the system is on. He's turning the volume up and down, and we're not hearing anything. To some people, that freaks them out. What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
The reason why it's like that is Arc Audio, when they design the DNA software, they automatically attenuate the amplifier to negative 69 dBs.
Negative what?
69 or 68 dBs. I think it's 69. They have a sense of humor. Anyways, it's attenuated down so that you can turn it on. You can do a check like this, or you can do anything else in the vehicle you need to. And if the volume on the radio, let's say it's cranked up and you didn't realize it, you're not going to blow your speakers because it's already turned down. Once you plug in the software and you set up your crossovers, set up your time delay, do all the other fun things, you can then easily go to the side of the software and start lifting the volume up so that you can do all your testings. It's 60. Good enough. 60, 69, whatever, 220, 221. If I change my radio in a 24 Tiguan, can I still change my ambient lights? If it is controlled via iData, like if they make an iData interface for it, yes, the ambient light control or any other feature that was built into the radio is controlled via
data.
The iData. So you can still go into it and control it through there. The only thing you have to worry about is whether or not the backup camera is compatible. Some of the Volkswagens do not have shareable backup cameras, so you make sure you have to read if your backup camera is retainable. If it's not the end of the world. Metra makes the piece that you need to retain the Volkswagen backup camera, so you can just buy that piece from them. That's why iData doesn't make it, because Metra makes one and it's perfectly fine and it would cost the same, so there's no reason for them to actually have it. They just make better interfacing. So there's that. What's up, Brad? Brad, change it to 69, not 60. Attenuate down to 69. So just so Brad knows, here we go. X2 in place, all set and ready to go. Toss link out of Amp Pro. So we got good stuff. Oh, also, for those of you that have been following along or maybe caught some of it last week we had some downtime because Paul was on a Kenwood trip in Australia, having a great time with a bunch of other Kenwood dealers, and we were trying to get the Mustang, my car, done and have audio in it. And like anything else, it always goes sideways. Thanks to FedEx, they totally screwed up the shipment and getting it here when we could actually do it. But yesterday, it all showed up. So we now have our stuff to put into the car. So the first thing, I get the tweeters put in, because right now these are the A-pillars and these are my visors, and that is the sunshine. We live in the Sunshine State, and when I leave for work in the morning, not having a visor is brutal. So once this truck is done, that's what I'll be doing, is getting the tweeters installed. We did film some stuff on it. We're going to film some more stuff on it, so hopefully we'll get to see that soon. I love seeing your stuff. Wow, it's fantastic. So this is, and yeah. So should we vote on black over silver, guys? The silver. I still like the black better. I know it's killing me. When I took it out, I go, oh yeah, it's silver. It always screws me up. I like black. I
was like, oh my god, dude, you're never happy.
I know I'm not happy. I'm never happy. I'm just always the pickiest person in the world. Yeah, I know. I'm terrible. I suck. Anyways, hey, Fernando.
Yes, sir.
I know you got your head down on the dash there trying to put that power wire back together.
No, it's actually the control module, whatever it is in here.
Yeah.
On the thing.
How about copper? Ooh. Black and copper? Yeah. I just don't like... listen, gray is my favorite color. I don't like silver. I don't know why.
I like copper.
Copper would be cool.
Yes.
Yeah. That would be cool.
That would be fantastic.
With the black accents like that? Yeah, that would be fantastic. Okay,
but
copper it is.
In the end of the day, if you're looking for a website that is going to give you a lot.
A lot?
A lot.
A lot of what?
A lot of options of car audio. For example, amplifiers.
Yeah.
AV, right?
Yeah.
Speakers from the high end to affordable.
So they do also have a D-class set of amplifiers.
They
now.
have, yes.
Small ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now they have Bluetooth speakers. You want to feel that
and
power?
You're out on the back porch?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can do that, and then you can pair two of them. So that's fantastic. So you have a two channel.
Yeah.
Go to morelhifi.com. That's the place that you can find all you need about car audio and a Bluetooth speaker.
There you go.
Yeah.
Morelhifi.com. Now, on the Morel note, just to update you guys, because one of the things I did get a chance to do last week is work on the Morel speakers. And so this bracket here, this is the bracket for the mid-range. And so some of you might remember we made these pods here. So this is the bucket that's going to go into the speaker. This will be the back side of the mid-range. And so these two pieces are designed to go together like this, and then they'll screw into the place. So we have these all painted and all set, ready to go, which is fantastic. So we got those. And for those who don't know, this is the Census mid-range right here. So this will drop right into place, screw in, and everything will be good. So these will bolt right in. But before we can bolt those in, we have the Census 6.5 that we're dealing with. And since we had some time while we were waiting for FedEx to come, because we were done with the car, I spent some time brainstorming as far as how I want to do that. And so what we came up with is this piece here. Okay, so what this piece is, this is going to seem silly because it's almost too easy, is this is designed to go inside of the speaker cabinet here. So these black dots are where the speaker would screw in. So this piece has provisions in it. So this is going to go just like this, and then we'll make an acrylic top piece just like this has to go here. Then we can put the speaker in, but we have to put this speaker in first because we have to be able to get to these back bolts back here. And then this speaker will go in second, and then hopefully, I haven't got to the tweeter yet. I haven't even looked at the tweeter yet. So the tweeter is going to be next as far as which ones we're going to take a look at. But this is a huge step. So I just need 10 minutes to cut these out of acrylic, run them over, sand them, and paint them, and then we'll be all set. So we're getting somewhere on these, which is fantastic, because I'm almost excited, because this is like the most we've gotten done on them in like 6 months, which is crazy. Yes, they do make copper amplifiers. They're sitting right here. But if I was going to do the X2, I'd do it all this color. And then with the black highlights on it and that black piece in the middle, that would basically look like this almost. That would be dope.
Yeah, but then I take it back, no.
What?
Then, yeah, no, then it will be like the coppers. This one has to be unique. Coppers have to be unique.
Okay, there you go, Brad.
That copper,
you gotta.
This is the only one you can get that color. Yeah, so no coppers.
All right, no coppers. Back to black. How about black and copper? Ooh, okay. How about if they did this to where this silver is this, but has this copper insert, and then the silver is black? That would look cool too. See those rings and yeah. No, they will be glued in. They'll be glued in, but I have to find. So when I designed it, I don't know how big the holes were. I got excited and I just printed them. So I don't know what size thermal nutsert I can fit in the hole. So if I CA glued them into place and I added thermal nutserts to these, then I could just put them in from the front, no big deal. Which I might end up doing. I just haven't had time to figure out what size thermal nutsert will go into that. So if I can fit an M3, then we'll be all fine, and I'll just do that. So putting I could probably just build new cabinets with the amount of effort I'm putting into making these fit. But yeah, stupid. They sell copper covers for the DSPs. Yes, they do. I just need a copper cover for my X2s. And I'll be all set.
Cover right there.
Yeah, I know. I was just showing it. Okay. That is what is happening in the bay. That is what we got going on. So 2025 Silverado or GMC, any 2025 Chevy pickup truck. If you're going to be doing it and it has a Bose system, make sure you get the update for it. Or if you've done one and you're like, yeah, that explains a lot, make sure you get the update for it. How about titanium? It's like a gray. I just don't like silver. So a dark would be fine. And there again, it doesn't matter. You don't have to like what I like. I just,
You're asking for too much.
I am asking for too much. I am picky. I am picky. I understand. I'm sorry. Okay, listen. That's it. That's all we got. We got to get back to work. More car lab. Yes. Yeah, he's finishing putting this in. I'm going to plug in the laptop and start getting all our measurements into place. We have them right here, so they're good to go. And that's it. That's all we got. More to come. See you next time, guys. Bye. Come on. Good day, everyone. So just finished making the left and right bracket, or designing the left and right bracket for the Mustang. It's up. So just waiting for the right one to heat up and then it'll start printing. So today's been a successful day, I think. Last night we stayed and got the tweeters in the Mustang since the AS ARC audio speakers showed up, and the one thing I was missing was the tweeters, so we got those in and installed. I also got my A-pillars that I ordered for the Mustang so I could take those grills. Like $35. They're in actually really nice shape. So I'm gonna play with those later. I gotta pull the grill out, and then got the Morel Census. Jesus. Got the Morel Census mid-range mounted. So this is the animal right here. Actually pretty beefy. But yeah, so this is for the other side. So that's done. I need to cut this bracket next. So hopefully I'll get to that tomorrow and we'll have these two pieces in. I still have to figure out the tweeter. I haven't even looked at that yet because I wanted to get the mid-range printing and get that piece so I can put the mid-range in my car. The 6.5s we're going to do on the CNC. I haven't even looked at that there again. Haven't had time. We actually had cars we had to do. So this is in for a dash cam. When you tune a DSP for a customer, how many presets do you set up for the customer? 1. I mean, I'm assuming you want it to sound great. So how many presets do you need? Like, I mean, it's really, we've done 1 since the beginning and no one has ever asked for 2. Because, I mean, what would the second one be? Not so good? I don't know, right? You know, multiple people in the car? Who cares? There's multiple people in the car. You're probably not listening to the stereo in any capacity where it matters. I don't know. If you're competing, I think 2 is cool. Like I have a convertible, 2 presets make sense because one with the top up, one with the top down, because it's going to change. But otherwise, like you want it to sound good all the time. Now, if you're like, I want more than 1 preset kind of guy, buy a radio. And then you can have as many presets as you want because you can have the 8 that are on the radio plus 4. And if there's a DSP behind it, it actually makes life super easy because you use the DSP to give you the overall like, oh, this is fantastic. And then you can make presets on the radio for, let's say, talk. Maybe if there is multiple people in the car. I don't know. It's like, I just want my stuff to sound good all the time. So... okay, let's see. Afternoon. Hello. Jeff needs 12. Jeff does need 12. Like if you're competing, you know, you might have your compete tune, your compete with this judge tune and all that kind of stuff, which totally makes sense. That I can understand. But if you're direct to DSP, well, there again. Has the Ram 2500 radio harness or something changed from previous years? I'm hearing it may have. Yeah, so all the new Rams, 2025, 2020, all of it is different. So right now there is nothing, really. Especially if you have the premium audio system, there's no adapter for it. I would recommend waiting because it should be out right after the first of the year, I think is what they're telling. And there's some really weird stuff. If you want to hear some of the nonsense, like Cabe just did one, and it took him forever, and it just kicked his balls. They're doing something now with the automatic noise canceling that actually puts noise into the system. And then, so you get this weird noise, but unless the automatic noise canceling is turned on, so you have to integrate it back. So you can't disable the ANC right now, because if you do, or if you try to like disable it or bypass it or work around it, there's noise that it generates, and the ANC is what takes it out. So it's kind of stupid. Dean, what is the Scarlett connection for your tuning mic? I don't know what you mean. Hi. Alright. I need subs. There again, like, it's not that you can't put subs in it. It just depends on what audio package it has. Like, we've made a harness for the bass amplified system where because the ANC is still there to bypass. We've done a bass audio, basic amplified system upgrades. He had the craziest one. So there is a way to do it. It's just no one has like just a simple plug-in yet. Non-amplified. Non-amplified, you might be okay. The harness is still the same behind the radio, so you can get the pack harness. What you want to do is look underneath the driver's seat. If there's the ANC module underneath there, which there should be, that's what's different. Like the plugs there are different, and you can bypass it. Like, we've made a bypass for it there. I just don't remember what we've done. Because why would I write it down? Because, like, it just made sense when I looked at it. So, yeah. So, it, like, just a sub upgrade on a base model, it can be done. Just nobody has the harness for it, so you got to kind of figure it out and make your own. I'm sure it's on the internet somewhere because it's been out for a while. Dean, when can we expect another Mustang video? It's gonna be a minute because, like, right now we actually have cars we have to do. Last week would have been perfect. The plan was to finish it last week, and of course then FedEx screwed us on that. So now it's just gonna be slow and arduous trying to figure out where everything goes and how to do it and how to make a video that doesn't suck. And yeah, it's not gonna be fun. So, like, here are the speakers, the mid-range. So this is the factory mid-range here, which we've done plenty of those, but we're making a different bracket. So this is the AS with all of the bracketry removed. So it comes with comes like this with all these really nice adapters on them, so you can put them in a lot of cars. They're made to be cut off. You're not supposed to keep them on. But we of course removed them all because we don't need any of those brackets. And so we're making this piece, which is essentially, this is the piece we're making for it right now. This is what's printing. This is the right side. So it'll drop in there and boom, that'll be it. So we're printing both the left and right. Now that's the bracket. So how exciting. So pretty cool. That'll be next. So that's what's going on with the Mustang today. So I might go grab one of the door speakers out because I'd like to get the rear side panels back in. So I might grab like the rear speaker out of it and do that. Let me show you this car real quick before Fernando gets it out of here. So this is a Honda Accord in for a dash cam, and he is getting the Kenwood dash cam, which we see right here. So you have this little mount. It has these two dual USBs. They're nice because they offset them, so you can get this really flat, clean look right here, which is cool. And then we put some braided loom on it, which is a pain in the butt to do. And then the back camera, which is waterproof, so you can mount it outside the car if you really want to. But here's the back camera. The one thing is, like in typical Kenwood back cameras, has a giant like 10 gauge wire that comes out of it. So yeah, there is that. We've never mounted it outside the vehicle, so I don't, they say it'll work. I have no idea. I don't necessarily trust it, especially here with as much rain and crap as we get. Go ahead. Yeah, so there's actually just two wires that need to come out for that. I believe they're on the right side. Like, the harness that Pack makes for the old version is what we use to make the new version. So, ARC AS Series be compared to Vocal Flax? I don't know, maybe. I don't know the price. I'm using an XT60 connector on my speed wire so I can run speaker wires on my amp rack so I can having an easier install. What's your thoughts? Those are actually pretty big. I don't know if you need anything quite that big. I mean, if you've already done it, fantastic. That's a big connector for that size wire. I probably would have gone with the smaller ones, or I would have just ordered a Molex plug that has multiple pins already in it. So like you can get on Amazon, you can get a Molex connector. Oh Jesus! See, this is stupidity right here. Like you see a sliding door, and you park. Really? Like what? Fucking stupid. Anyways, so like they make this guy right here, which is 8 pins. Which is really nice. Male and female comes with all this. This is really nice if you need to make like one big connector, which is kind of nice. So these are like $4, I think, which are considerably cheaper than those X whatever connectors. So that's also the same connector that plugs into a Blackbird and a Nighthawk and the 808. So we just make our own and plug it right in. You can make a male and female, make one connector that does the whole thing, which is kind of cool. And those are made by Molex. So it's a standard cable, and you can buy a tool, the Molex tool. Some of them actually come with it, but you just need the Molex crimp tool, which is this little guy right here. This is a No Easy brand. I got a couple different ones because they just came with some of the kits that we bought, and then I went ahead and bought everything, and I put a little X mark so I know which one I need. Do we know whose car it is?
I'm on the chicken again.
Really? So stupid. You'll sleep just fine. Anyways, so that is what's going on. A couple things about the CNC that we figured out over the last couple days that have been driving me absolutely crazy. I wanted the vacuum table, so I wanted this piece here. So this table connects to that vacuum underneath there, and that's what holds the stuff down. The other thing too is getting this perfectly right, and it's ABS sucks because it's not always the right thickness. Anyways, it gets thin and thick, and it's horrible. So anyways, what we figured out is this is a 1/4 inch. This is like an ultralight, so it's breathable, and it's supposed to suck itself down, and it wasn't. And so we added in all these screws to screw it down because the instructions for it are trash. They don't exist. And like this is like $1,700, $15 to $1,700. I don't remember. I mean, when it works fantastic. It's awesome. But it's been driving me absolutely crazy. Very annoying. But yeah, what else is new? It's like, but we've been having a lot of fun. So these are the leftover scraps from the Chevy that just left. That turned out really nice. He really enjoyed that. He picked it up this morning. Turned out very cool. When you tune a DSP, can you call the customer to come in for adjustments? Yeah. I mean, so here's what happens. Okay, so we tune the DSP to what we think it should sound like. Doing all the cars that we've done and all the DSPs that we've done, we have a certain sound signature that we're looking for. And so we spend quite a bit of time. Like, it's not like it's a 30-minute process. The DSP takes time. I mean, it's between 2 to 4 hours is what we spend on the average DSP. So it's not like we're guessing. It's a lot of work. And then once it's done, we do the demo. So you're going to hear the music that we want you to hear, and it's good stuff. It's not like it's just because I don't know what phone you have. I don't know if you're listening to Pandora. I don't know what you're listening to. So I need you to, we play a variety. So it's like you play a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So it's all over the board. So you get an idea of what it is you're listening to and what you have. Once we're done with that, then we can play your music if you like. And that's it. Like there's the demo, so to speak. If for some reason it's not doing what you're expecting, which maybe once or twice in years, then we can go back in and change things. Most of the time that doesn't happen. Not saying that we're just really good. It's just, no, we spent a lot of time trying to get it right the first time. But yeah, it's up to people. If there's something that, we always, hey, look, if it's doing something weird or you want to change something or, but the whole, like I was talking about this today with this Chevy guy and his buddy that helped him. The idea is to get, like, if you show up with a whole bunch of your crap and you just you saw some stuff on the internet and you're like, I can't control what it is. I don't even know what you wanted. So when we sell you something, we try to spend the time to figure out what is the goal here. What are you trying to do? Because if, let's say, for example, I sell you Focal and you're a Morel guy, you're like probably not going to be happy because you want the sound of a Morel, which is more mellow, it's loud, same loudness, just more mellow, more lifelike, or I don't know, whatever stupid words you want to use to describe sound. It's just, we know that there's different types of people and they like different types of sound, and we try to ask the right questions to try to get that out of you, sometimes very difficultly, and then we tune the system accordingly. And that's really about it. I mean, it's not magic, but I'm gonna wait till Fernando, hopefully he'll be here soon, he can do his commercial for morelhifi.com. That'd be fantastic. 8-tracks are making a comeback with the FM adapters. Bro, I just saw like cassettes. Like we had the goofball with the cassette the other day that took it to another shop and they made a video saying they did it. That was fun. But I was looking at, like, there are people that are selling cassettes. Like, why? Cassettes suck. Like, suck bad. Like, who wants to listen to cassettes? Like, I don't even want to listen to CDs. And they're actually pretty good. So the Bit Nova, huh? I have one right here. It's the last of their standalone DSPs. You know, you have the Nova A, and you have the whatever the big one is that's old. So the new Forza stuff all uses totally different DSP than this. So they don't really offer a great standalone DSP that is on par with their amplifiers with their DSP. They really want you to buy, because that's what most people are buying, is the DSPs with the amplifiers. Now, if you can get a great deal on a Nova, then it's a fantastic processor. There's nothing wrong with it. It's great. It'll do the job. The only hiccup is you have to get the setup correct before you start tuning. You have to get the setup correct, meaning the inputs, where the speakers are going. That all has to be perfect, okay? Don't start tuning it with, the Virtuoso, thank you. You have to have all of that done properly before you start tuning the EQ part. Because if you don't, there's no way to go back and fix it without starting over. So you lose all the work you've done. Ask me how I know. But yeah, that's the only advice I'd give on that. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine DSP. It'll do everything you need it to do. It's just the newer stuff has better software because they put a lot more effort into it. But still, good stuff. I'll sell you this one. Fernando.
Yes. What do you want to sell?
It's your time. He wanted to know what a Bit Nova was like.
No, don't buy it.
No, you can buy a Bit Nova. He should buy my Bit Nova.
Oh.
I don't.
You know what you should buy? A really nice shallow mount subwoofer with a big voice coil.
Really? Why should
Yes.
What? Really?
Something like this. Look at this.
That's not a subwoofer, though.
No, I mean, look at this. Look at this big voice coil. It's fantastic. You can find something like this at morelhifi.com. That's right. Look at that. morelhifi.com. This is the brand new Census. It comes in a 2-way set and a 3-way set. So please check them out because they are wonderful.
I think I'm gonna I should turn on the printer. As soon as it's done, I'm gonna cut the trims for the front. That'd probably make sense.
Yeah. I
That
don't know
makes
why you're
sense.
waiting.
Oh, you know what? I should probably figure out the tweeters.
Huh?
The tweeter. Figure out how the tweeter is gonna go into there.
Oh. I thought you were gonna bring the Mustang and just kind of like.
Oh, that might not be a bad idea. We got like an hour and 15 minutes.
I mean-
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea.
All right, guys.
Excuse me. I don't even need the car. I just need the rear speaker.
Rear speaker?
Yeah, I want to get the rear speakers in. I just need the rear speaker.
Rear speaker is the same as the front speaker.
I know, but I need no kidding. I just, those are the speakers I want to do next is the rear speakers. So
same bracket.
I know. I need the bracket.
That's the same bracket.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to pull it out of the rear, though.
You already have that file.
No, I need the height because we're going to CNC it. So I need to make sure the height is right.
Sure.
You're killing me, man. All right, guys. That's it for now.
Yeah.
Hey, if you didn't get a chance, go watch our road trip video we did to our good friends at Sounds Good Stereo.
Sounds Good Stereo. Yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally said Sounds Good Car Stereo in the video, and Sage called me and goes, dumbass. So, Sounds Good Stereo, definitely check it out. It's really, I don't know, it's something different. I've never done a travel video like that before. Just wanted to try something new. I was having fun. Someone already complained that my music was too loud and they didn't like my music, and I was like, turn it down. Like, you have volume control, turn it down. Don't be stupid. But either way, check it out. Tell us what you think. It was pretty fun. We had a great time doing it. When is the next time y'all are coming out to Dallas? I'd love to take y'all out for lunch and super cool speaker shop. I know you'd love.
Ooh, that's a good question,
you know,
man.
there's always next year. So, not obviously this year. This year's almost over.
Yeah.
But I mean, we wanted to get out this year. Something else came up. I think Mobile Solutions.
Yeah,
so
we went this year actually for the JVC Hot Shots.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were in Dallas.
Texas.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. That was quick though, man. Like
I know, but I'm just saying. But hopefully next year, man. So thank you.
Definitely. Have a good week, fellas. I'm still trying to find time to even start on the rebuild of mine. Hey, look, totally understand. Looks like Sounds Good Stereo makes the speaker brackets you are printing. Actually, they do. They do.
Yeah.
They CNC them out. They do make them.
Yeah, they do. They make.
But yeah, I like mine. Are you guys going to the SEMA show? Benjamin, we will be at SEMA. You can come find us at the Rockford booth.
Again?
That's where we'll be, at the Rockford booth. So make sure you come by and say hi.
Please.
Because if anything, a familiar face, and I can pretend like I'm talking about the stuff, and we can have a great time. You can learn all about the new Rockford stuff that's coming out.
I'm excited.
I am too.
I'm excited.
So
because that's gonna be great.
Talk to Eric today. So supposedly I'll have an email with all the new specifications that I cannot share. So those will be out.
Yeah. And then we can tell you all about it.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing that Eric was telling me about. One of the things they're gonna do with it'd be a downloadable file that they're gonna do, and if they do that, it is gonna be great for us, for everyone involved, because that'll force all the other manufacturers to do it, and then it'll make all our lives that much easier. So you could probably figure out what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to tell you because I can't yet.
I always like when Rockford pushed the bar.
Yeah.
Because other manufacturers are like, oh.
Yeah, so if they're going to do it, I don't know if they'll have it all by the time SEMA comes around. That's what they were telling us, but it's all coming. And if it does, that'll make my life easier.
It's going to be huge, people, huge.
So, but Punch Speakers, can't wait. Can't wait for you guys to see, hear, touch, feel, to have us tell you about them.
Yeah.
So it'll be fantastic. That's what's going on at SEMA. So we're pretty excited about that. And that is like days away. It's days away. Hey,
us musicians from Texas got out.
We miss you. We miss you too.
Yeah, man.
Mexicans. That's what it says. Mexicans.
Oh, I thought he says musicians.
No, it says Mexicans.
I'm a Mexican, bro.
Yeah, you are a mess. Anyways.
That's right.
Yeah, all right. So now we're actually going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. Can you install and use a DSP program on a tablet? Just curious. Yeah. Okay, so anything that is, all right.
Compatible.
Technically, yes. If you want to do iPad, something like that, obviously DSR1. If you want to do a tablet, I don't like Wi-Fi, so you're going to have to plug in. So you'll have to have some form of a USB plug-in on the tablet. So if you're talking like a Windows tablet, or a Microsoft Surface or something like that where you can plug in, there's no reason why you can't do it. The software is not that huge, so it doesn't take up a lot of RAM and all that other crap, so you're good. But yes, you probably could do that. I don't know why you'd want to, though. So, but if you want the ultimate in geeky, you could do Stinger has the Horizon radio that will plug directly into your audio control DSP. So there's that. Ooh, fun and exciting. All right, that's it. Now we're gone. See ya. Bye. Oh my God, look, it's a Jeep. Wow. All right, so we worked on a Jeep today. I know, but it's okay because we work on a lot of Jeeps. This Jeep was unique though. I mean, other than the color scheme, which I'm really not feeling, it's almost like they put the stripe on it to save the fact that they put a white top on a gray Jeep. You know what I mean? And it didn't work. But anyways, if you'll notice, there's no big tire here. And this is a license plate mount, but they didn't do that because I'm thinking they like the American flag, which I gotta be honest, I kind of like the look too. I think the license plate would look stupid here, so it's over here, which is fine. But because of that, there's no backup camera provision. So this is the backup camera provision. So if you don't use the hitch, but it came with a hitch, this is a really great place to put your backup camera. So this is just a rubber hitch cover. You can get it on Amazon. That's where we get it. And it comes through the back here and it goes up into the car. There's actually a rubber grommet right here, so it easily is attached. We make the connection here, so if you do need to pull it apart, you can. We put silicone filled heat shrink on it just to, because most people aren't going to be using it. That's why they agree to do this. But this is an option, and then we put an I-beam camera in here because it has the bigger mount than the other one. Hi, Bobby. Anyways, so this is a nice, simple way to add a backup camera. Now, if you do use this and you have this, and you're like, what do I do? Well, then the next option is we make a piece that actually attaches to this and puts the camera down here below it. So there is still an option. It's just, involves more work, which is cool. It's no big deal. We'll do both. But that gives you that. So now you have a backup camera and you can still have this weird look that, you wanted because you're a Jeep guy and no tire. So that's pretty cool. All right, you can get this out of here. Yeah. All right, so what has been going on today outside of that? That's a great question. And we've been doing, we had some other cars we worked on, but we've also been doing some scene because we need to get the AS speakers. Oh, it's Eduardo. He stopped by today. We need to get these AS speakers into the Mustang. So let's kind of go over what we've done. Yesterday when we left, we were working on the door speakers. So there's an upper mid-range speaker that goes in. And so these, let's get this guy out of the way for a minute. These are 3D printed brackets for the AS Mustang door. And these fit rather tight. So when we saw the speaker last time, it had all these brackets on them. So you have to cut these brackets off. And then what you do is you tape up the back of the speaker. So you put tape all over the back of the speaker because you don't want any, you want to be able to pull all the metal shavings. It's not a vented pull piece but it's still, I don't like it. So then I have to take this to the sander and get this perfectly round, and then it drops right into place. Now you can see there's actually already holes that are in here, and these are for the thermal certs that'll go in there tomorrow. And then this will just screw into place. And then there's a little hole right here. And this is where the wire will come out for the plug, is right there. So this is I think this is the driver's door and this is the passenger door. So they are totally different. What material is that? So this is ASA.
Oh, by the way.
This is butyl rubber. Oh no, this is cloth. That's a cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no fusion, right? No fusion 360.
This is not there's no fusion. Baseline wire ran with power wire is okay. Can't remember. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's you're all good, Bobby. Wait, the Mustang? Yes, the Mustang is actually getting stuff. Actually, the amps are already in it. The radio's already in it. FedEx screwed us up on the speakers. Okay, so this will go in hopefully tomorrow we'll get these guys screwed into place. And then this is the AS 6.5. And the reason why it looks like it's beautiful, like look at this basket, and it's a monster. But see, there's a screw there. And the reason that is there is this is a convertible. So if you want it to be a coaxial, this piece comes out, which is why this is here. So you don't accidentally drop anything into it and screw it up. Which originally we were going to do, but we're not. And plus these actually don't fit in the rear of the car, which we found out yesterday, which kind of sucks. So we're going to put some X2 coaxials in the rear. But this is going to go into the front door. In the front door, we have exactly 1 inch of space between the bottom and the door panel. So this needs to be suspended. So we have this piece right here, which is the first piece. And this is going to screw in using the factory screw. So this will go in to the door. And so this will sit on here just like this. And that would be like, and at this point you could put like a fast ring or something like that on there, which I don't want to do because I would just rather build a hard plastic one. So next is to come up with this piece here. So this piece is countersunk in the exact distance of this top piece to this bottom piece that has foam. And then it just slides over the top of this rather tight, super tight. Okay, and it basically makes it look like a subwoofer minus the screw holes because I haven't put the screw holes in it yet. And so what we'll do is we'll screw this into the door first, and then this will come on and screw into this. It'll all be tapped and everything by tomorrow, and this will all just sit perfectly. You got to squeeze it because there's a foam backing on there, so we added in the foam, so when you squeeze it comes nice and tight. And this will, there'll be a little tiny piece of foam that goes onto here, just like a 1/4 inch piece of foam, and the door panel will sit right on top of this, and we'll be all set. So that'll be perfect. I know, crazy. Hi guys. Jeff says, did you round over the backside, the baffle? We haven't done the baffle yet. So the baffle, he's talking about the backside. Actually, I chamfer that. I don't round it over. So I add a chamfer to it. So I haven't had a chance to do that yet because I'm not done. But yes, there will be. How are you liking the X-Carve Pro? So far, so good. There is a learning curve like anything else, and it does have the easel is their software that they make. I haven't designed anything using easel because you can just import your own designs, which is way easier. And then you just set up your cutting and stuff like that inside of it. There is a lot of things that easel will do, but it is missing a few features that I'm used to, and it doesn't have them. So that's like, but otherwise it's fantastic. Everything is going great. We've been using it almost every day to build something. So, yeah, no, I highly recommend it. Can you talk more about another shop taking credit for your work? Their software sucks. I mean, there again, for designing stuff, it's really not that good for that, but for just doing the routering part is pretty straightforward. So this is the software that they have for this. This is the design. I did not design it in here because this is very basic. So what you do is you decide, like for example, these yellow spots are the notches on here that keep it into the material. And so this is showing you the finished product and what it'll look like. And then you can, like these little blue lines are it doing its thing, and then it's going to tell me this piece takes 3 minutes. And so then this was our test piece, and I put it too close to another product, so it did this, so I had to remake it, but it gave us an idea. And so that's that. It took 3 minutes to knock that out, which would take me hours on the router. So I'm pretty happy. And like anything when you're dealing with software, it's just a matter of understanding the software and how it thinks, and asking the software the right question to see if it'll do something, and then figuring out how to bend it to your will. So, what's up, Iowa? Iowa boy. So yeah, so it's cool. I like it. It's having a fun time. we're using it. It's getting more fun. And right now we gotta go check the 3D printers. I'm using Aspire, then transfer over to easel. Yeah, exactly. Because easel, yeah, for designing easel shit. So I would definitely not recommend using it to design it. But Aspire works too. All right, so we're making. Check this out. You're not reading. So these are shark's teeth. This is somebody who's supposed to be doing their homework.
Well, reading.
Yeah, go read.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi. So anyways, we're making some shark's teeth. Halloween right around the corner. I got a call today. Someone needs a bunch of shark's teeth. I have no idea.
Wow.
Yeah, you keep reading your anime book.
It's not anime.
Whatever, dude. So anyways, yeah, we're printing some shark's teeth. Thank God in bamboo you can turn things off because these things just love to fail. So there's a little shark's tooth here. This was our validation piece. Anyways, so that's what we got going on. That was today in all its glory. Today is Thursday. That could only mean one thing. Tonight, Hi-Fi Vega Network, we're going to be talking about some car audio stuff. If you haven't made it to the show yet, you might want to check it out. It's a lot of fun. And then after that show, we do another show called Side Jag, where we talk about food and movies. I mean, come on. It's the best thing ever, right? So we watch we do the food and movie stuff. Tonight we're doing a classic movie because movies have sucked lately. So we did a classic. Oh, that sucks. Cancellation. No cancellations. Everything's good. Everything's working. Everything's wonderful. But anyways, yeah. So today is over. Today was a full day. We got a couple minutes left, and we're gonna get out of here. And then whatever happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Don't want to forget. I gotta set up for the news. Oh my gosh, we forgot last week. So we had to come in early and set up all the crap. So after we get these brackets and the front doors done, then we'll go back to this piece because we have to figure out how we're going to put a tweeter in the center of this. Not here, but up top because we got the grills to do that. I've been thinking of some ideas. So we'll be interested to see how that turns out. I heard Tron was sucked. I heard Tron sucked too. Because they were talking about how that would be like Jared Leto's first failure as a movie. I was like, really? I've seen some of his movies. They've sucked. They suck bad. Like when he was the vampire guy, sucked. When he did that movie with Denzel Washington where he was supposed to be like a criminal that wasn't, and he got killed, sucked. So, yeah. Anyways. And then, for those of you that are missing the podcast, because I know you're like, what the hell, how come? So Brian, of course, had a rough time before he had to go to finals. He did a great job at finals, which we'll probably talk about on next week's show. But the podcast will be back. So Sunday night, we'll have a podcast up. And that'll be that. So, okay. Now, with that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. It's almost time to go home. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow on the news. Till then, bye.